I didn't choose this. I was born with this. So like now, am I dying for someone's sins? Am I worthy of living? Now it makes me question, like, why did my mom get it?
So the entire time, from the time you were born until you were 10, you were not on any treatment?
I wasn't on treatment, but then I was HIV positive. Of all people, of all things, why do I have to have this kind of experience in life?
I've been through the most. Been through the most.
Hola, Centfam. Guten Morgen, guten Tag, and welcome to I've Been Through the Most podcast.
Yes, go all the way to Germany. I love it.
We actually need to go visit Germany. If you are from Germany, please comment down below and say, I'm here, you greeted me. Welcome to another exciting podcast. I'm Innocent, this is Millicent, and together we are the Centtwinz.
This is I've Been Through the Most podcast, where people from all over the world come to tell their story, their testimony on how they've been through the most, but they live to tell their story. And we love to hear it because you know what? God is good.
And all the time,
God is good.
make sure you join the family by simply subscribing. It's absolutely free. We just hit an amazing 440,000 subscribers. And we definitely know that we can reach our target of 500,000 subscribers. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything here on YouTube to be a subscriber. But please do show us your support here on the channel by simply subscribing and not skipping the ads. Millicent, what must they not do? Don't skip the ads.
Just trying to keep the lights on and trying to keep the team here. That is very important, and we appreciate your support. Now, today on the show, we have an amazing guest to come and share their story. His name is Will, translated Thato ne?
Yeah.
Thato, ki Will.
Ki will.
Ki Will. Well, when I both ways,
The
welcome.
will of God.
Come on.
The will
Understand.
of God.
All right, yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Yeah. Like you said, my name is Will Mukobori, and I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited to share my story, which actually been up and down. So I was born in Soweto, but then I also lived in Lesotho before coming back to here in Soweto.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there, that's when I just, understood what life is, because like now it's like South Africa, Lesotho, then you understand like different cultures, which is really amazing. And then in Lesotho, I was living with my mom.
Also, your mom is from Lesotho.
Yeah, my mom is from Lesotho, just like my dad is like for like this side.
South
Even though, like,
Africa.
yeah. Even
Okay.
though like he's dead right now.
Oh, he's late.
Yeah, he's late. He's late.
Sorry about that.
Nah, like it's okay. Thank you. So like back in Lesotho, like we are a family of 4. It was me, my mom, my sister, and my 2 other brother and sister. Yeah. So like I grew up there, and then I found that I was HIV positive. Okay. Someone would ask me, why do I talk confidently about being HIV positive? It wasn't like an easy journey, because like myself personally, I am someone who grew up, or like the life taught me to actually be like learn that there are things that I can just do to survive at early age. However, like I've always been like this person who's curious. Sometimes I would say like I'm funny and all stuff, but then I've always carried something really deep, something that I just smile with whoever that is there. Understand? But then when I get home, I don't smile, and when I'm alone, I don't smile, because like there's this thing weighing me down, which is HIV, right? Yeah, it is HIV. Then, in as much as I found out when I was still young, it actually made me to realize that sometimes it's actually better not knowing what you're going through than having to know what you're going through and having to have people use whatever that you're going through to boost their egos or make you feel like less of a human, to look yourself as a monster. Because right now, like the very same thing that they were using, which is HIV, it was really deep for me. It was not just for me only. It was killing my confidence. It was making me feel like I don't belong. It was making me feel like like to question myself,
Yeah.
to question myself and having to be like, am I worthy of living? You know, and I'm young by that time. Remember, like I still have like a long way to go. Like there will be like time for like girlfriends and all stuff. Like you're going to like ask yourself, if right now, as young as I am, and then remember I didn't choose this. I was born with
You were
this.
born
So
with
like now,
this.
like it's more like sometimes you would feel like, okay, am I dying for someone's sins? Right now, like now, the people that are actually putting all these rumors or whatever that are actually making me feel bad, they now want to question the person that I love, which is my mom, because like, because like right now, I'm asking myself, I didn't choose this. I got this when I was born, and then now I'm suffering. Now it makes me question, like, why did my mom get it? Why did he get it? And then why me? Of all people, of all things, why do I have to live this, have to have this kind of experience in life, which is really, really heartbreaking. And it went as far as, yes, I knew that I was taking medication. But then I wasn't consistent because if you are here right now and then now I have to take my medication, it's just like 6. I'm not going to take that because now I'm thinking, what are they going to say? And then also, like the medication itself, there was this medication, I'm not quite sure if I'm allowed to mention it, but then I would just say there was this medication which is like ARVs that make you feel dizzy. That like
So it makes you nauseous.
yeah, like once you take it, it's more like I personally I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke and all stuff.
Okay.
But then I'm sure like I've experienced how is it to be high through the
The medication.
through the medication.
Yeah.
That makes me sometimes because like I'm still a kid, I want to go and play. So I used to take medication at 6. So at that time I'll be like, I'm not gonna take it because like now if I take it, I'm
You
going
can't
to
play.
be like I can't play.
He's drowsy.
Yeah, I'm just going to be like useless if I put it that way. And now I'm finding like an excuse that okay, fine. If right now I'm not taking it one day, maybe I'll still be okay. Or maybe if I take it at 12, it's still okay as long as I can take it that day, not knowing that there is something that happening to my body. Like it's not about how many times you take it in a day. It's about what time you take it, and you should be consistent with that time. If it's 6, it's 6.
You must
Every
stick
single
to
day.
that.
Every day.
Every single day. So like it mustn't be like 10 past or 10 before, 10 to. Just be consistent with that time so that you're going to feel that, okay, fine. It is going to alert like the CD4 account knowing that, okay, this time we're being helped. And then also like alert the virus to know, okay, at this time, like I cannot wake up. Meaning like the CD4 is always strong. Yeah, so when it is always strong, it is good. So like I actually struggled, and I even like went as far as having to know how to count the pills because back in Lesotho, they count the pills when you go to the doctor.
Okay.
That you took maybe like let's just say for example 30 days.
Okay.
They give you like 30, right? If you skip the medication, they're going to say, okay, you didn't take the medication.
On a specific
Yeah,
day.
like not even if like it's not on a specific day.
Yeah.
According to the numbers that we have of the medication that is left, you didn't take the medication.
But when did you start being aware of that? Because obviously you were born with HIV,
Yeah.
right? When did you find out that you had HIV?
And how did you find out?
And when did you start taking medication?
Okay, I started taking medication I think when I was around 11, 10.
11 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you find out that you were
Like
HIV positive?
or the very same time I started like instantly.
So the entire time, from the time you were born until you were 10, you were not on any treatment.
I wasn't on treatment, but then yes, I was on HIV. Like I was HIV positive.
So you didn't.
I didn't
You
know.
obviously didn't know.
Like, no
so
one
which
knew.
means your mom didn't know as well.
Yeah, my mom didn't know. Like
So how did they find out?
okay, like she found out because like she also tested positive. Yeah, she was taking like medication.
Which
right?
means she didn't know she was HIV positive too.
But then, like, she took the medication before me, like years before me,
Before you were born.
while I was still like born. Just
Okay.
that, like then, like I think like education wasn't enough, or like there was not a lot of information out there, or like maybe
Yes.
like the clinics or the doctors or whoever,
Yeah.
like they were not doing what they actually do right now. That if you're pregnant, you have to test for this and that and that and that and that.
So although she knew she was HIV positive,
Mm-hmm.
she did not know you were also infected
Yes.
with HIV. So
Yes.
she never even tested because she assumed
That you're negative.
that you are negative.
But like I was okay when I grew up, like I was like this fat, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so like
chubby.
I believe that like that we used to be judged by how we look, like looked healthy, like like chubby,
Healthy.
meaning like healthy, not knowing that like I have a virus. Then only when my sister was sick, that's when it was like, okay, my sister was like it was like arthritis.
Younger sister?
No, older.
Older.
sister.
Yeah,
Okay.
arthritis. Then that's when it was like, okay, fine, I think I should just test you all. So like, and then that's when I'm like, voila, ding, ding, ding. Honestly,
You tested positive.
oh yeah,
Your sister tested positive
Yeah.
as well. And I can imagine, was that not a shock for your mom? Because I mean, you are 10 already. You've lived 10 years with the virus and she didn't even know.
Of it being a shock to my mom, I'm not sure. But
What it
then
is, 'cause
for
you're
my
young.
perspective, yeah, I was young. But then
Yeah.
for my perspective, like I can just understand that she was like super shocked.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
especially
how old was your sister?
okay, my sister is like 2 years. So meaning like
So
around
she was
13.
14. So both you and your sister
Well, yeah.
you lived
Our
with
parents
the virus and your mom had
didn't
no
know.
idea.
They had no idea. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I just can't tell, blind. But then, like I said, with my mom being shocked, I understand that, yeah, like if right now, like such news come to you, especially at the time whereby this is still taken as like death sentence, So like imagine if I were like Negele mom, I would have just be like, okay, it's like let me just kind of thing, because like yeah. But then I'm glad that she didn't. She actually like taught us well. Like I think like my mom is the most confident person that you ever come across. And I think one of the things that I inherited from her is confidence. Like, and so once we understood, it wasn't like just because like my mom accepted and then like she's here to support us doesn't mean that it's just going to have like a walk in the park. Remember that we're still going back to the community. We're still going to go to school. My father actually died when I was young.
Okay.
So like I
still young.
cannot actually
Confirm.
have information on that.
Okay.
Kind of how like of whether he was or he
Whether
wasn't.
he was not.
Yeah. Because like the only information that I have proof of is of my mom, because it's the person that I lived with for the longest time, that I lived closely with.
Yeah.
The love of your life. Your
Yeah, the love of my life. Like she's amazing. Like she's amazing. Because like no one, no one in this world would ever take a place of mama. Never. Like she's my everything. And yeah, as I was saying, having to go back to the community. Remember, like this is life. So like there are people that are going to pretend as if like they actually feel sorry for you and talk behind your back. And then there are people that are genuinely going to feel sorry for you.
Genuinely.
And then also there are people that are going to not even try to hide it and then be like super straightforward about it. And then now you started being treated differently. You started being called names. You're going to be called names. Now they forget like your name and all stuff, how you are. Now that they let HIV to define you, not just to be part of it. Because I believe like HIV is just part of me, doesn't define me, because it's just like something that lives in my blood, and then that's all it does. Because like I have good treatment and all stuff. So
Sissy, can you imagine? Sorry to interrupt you. He's 10. He doesn't know what it is, right? In the beginning, he's like, okay, now I know my sister has it, my mom has it. That's fine.
But also at 10, you're too young to
You're too young to
comprehend,
understand.
Yeah.
But now you start growing up, right? You start being aware, and now people start treating you differently. And at some point, it clicks like, oh, actually, what I have is almost, it's a stigma in society, right? You get treated differently because of what you have. Like, at what point did you realize, well, I think what I have is something that
has a negative connotation.
Yeah, has a negative connotation, has a stigma to it. Is, do you know, is it maybe when you're a teenager, about 13, 14, when people start talking, because you spoke
what
about
are they
rumors.
saying?
And what are they saying to you?
yeah, it's at like the moment that I actually started realizing that no man, this is not just a normal thing as in like flu and headache. It's when right now these people they start, putting a name on it. They start calling you that. They start being cautious when it comes to you. They start gossiping, loving behind your back. Understand? Even if like you have like a mere flu like each and every one. No, 80 and that's what they say. Understand? And then now, like if you grow up in a community, not like we have like this thing of if parents gossip, they don't gossip in private. They gossip in front of their kids. So like now, not only am I fighting like their parents, I'm also fighting their kids, because even if right now like I'm trying to just be myself, be happy for the meantime, or you just going to try to bull me or anything, and then I retaliate. You'll be like, hey, don't forget that you're HIV positive, because we're now close, we're now understand.
Sure.
So it is scary, very scary, and you start like asking yourself, will someone ever love me? Am I worthy enough? Am I gonna have a normal life? Will I live and see or be happy? Will I get break?
Will you have a family? Will
Will
you have
I
children?
have a family? Then like you have those questions, but then you cannot ask yourself, because like there's no one. Only the person that you can talk to is your mom. And then come on, we are black people. Take your medication. That's it. And then you cannot go deep, and then because you are still young. As much as you are young, you have questions. You cannot be like, Mom, will I have this and that? Also? Like we are traditional. Like remember, like your mom is there. Is trying to fight this. Is trying to support you. Like the moment that you are trying to question or try to ask questions, you feel like I'm already like attacking, or maybe I'm just putting too much pressure on her. So yes, it was a roller coaster. Then I remember like I started, like there was an organization called Teen Club, where they have HIV living kids going more like on Saturdays.
Okay.
Maybe once in a month. So like that's when you're going to understand, oh, there are people that are like me. So I'm not a monster. I'm not that. Like you feel like you can just live in that teen club, like, and then never go home.
That community, that support group, people who relate, people who understand this disease.
And then you start feeling, and you start loving, like smiling genuinely. Be like, oh, and then no one be like, hey, Scott, I hope you'll go show. Understand? But then, man, you are like, okay, right now, I am with someone. I can touch someone. I can hug someone.
Sure.
Understand? Because like now, like no one is going to tell, don't touch. Don't
Yes, you
hug.
can share.
Understand?
Share a drink.
Yeah.
But also, do you understand what he's saying as well? Like the way it was so stigmatized in the community that he can't be free. You can't hug your friends. You can't hold their hands, quite without them thinking you're gonna infect them.
I always have to be like careful. And then remember, like, don't hug. It's alpha, not HIV. It's alpha 8. So what alpha 8, which is like, it makes you like feel scared to be always careful, to feel like the only time I'm sleeping, that's when I'm just gonna have fun. And know this, I grew up dancing. So like I grew up dancing, I grew up being known for dance and all stuff. Like I've always,
Entertainment.
But then like it didn't all, like it stopped meaning a lot to me. Because like now these people know like a certain secret. And then also it is not about knowing that you're HIV that is going to actually try to kill you. It is the stigma that comes with it that is going to kill you more. Till the point where you're going to understand that I've lived for more than 6 months. I thought that I was going to die. So right now, will I feel sorry for myself? Or am I going to try to find a way, more like I was taught in Teen Club, that organization that I attend? Right now, you're being taught. Sometimes when you arrive for the first time, you feel like, okay, like these people are just trying to be doctors. And then by that time, they're not doctors. They're doctors. They're going to tell you you're going to live and all stuff. But then they tell me in the community that I'm going to die. Well, now you're telling me that I'm going to live. Oh, like,
Which one should
which
you
one
leave?
should? Then you grow up. You grow up, understand, okay, now it's like a pretty like 2 years. I can just do that. Then you started being like, the truth hits. You no longer take that medication and skip that medication default. Be like, I would rather take my medication and sleep at 6. I used to sleep at 6. Because
of how it used to make you feel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The dizziness and the nausea.
Dizziness.
Okay.
How it made me feel. So, and then after being consistent with that, I started feeling good. And then whatever fun that I wanted to have, I had it in Teen Club. So right now I know that even if like I can just be miserable for a few weeks, I know there's one time that I'm going to be super good because I'm going to meet the people, the monsters that community think that we are. I'm going to meet them and see the people that value, respect me, making me feel welcome, and want to be with me.
So you lived with anxiety for years, thinking that you're gonna die, because you believed what the community was saying, because it was like a constant reminder that, don't be too excited, you're dying soon. So that's what you had to live with.
Yeah, that's what you have to live with. In as much as, look, if right now in the room, there's 4 of us, only one of you support me, understand me, and then the other 2, they are saying other ways. They have the loudest voice. And no matter, like, even if like you can have the best speech ever, you who is supporting me, I'm going to start questioning, like,
Why?
Like, why? Now I'm like, the power of the
Somehow
mind.
the
The power of the mind.
negativity is
The power-
louder.
Yeah,
He's
the
used
power
to
of the mind.
toxicity, yes.
The power of the mind, like, actually absorb on what the more crowd they say than what is actually true. So, that, like I'm saying, Teen Club actually is the one that helped.
That helped you.
And then to the point whereby I started taking my medication consistently.
Okay.
To the point whereby I understand whatever that I doubted that I'm going to live long, it's now possible. And now I started, telling others that, did you take your medication? But then I was still young, But then now I'm finding it fun because now I can just remind someone, hey, I was finding like someone will be telling the story that I crushed my pills because it's too big. I having to have like all those kind of like strategies on how to
Different
swallow
ways,
the pill.
yeah.
Then you understand, okay.
And you have to do that for the rest of your life.
You have to do that.
That alone, psychologically for me, is a lot. Do you understand? For the fact that you almost dependent or your life is dependent on this pill or tablet or capsule, you have to take it every day
Every
for the
single
rest
day.
of your
For the
life.
rest of your life.
Whether you want to or you don't want
Want
to,
to.
whether you're feeling sick or not, just that alone is a lot to deal with, because if you don't take it, there's the fear that creeps in, like Milo was saying, the anxiety of the fear of regressing, or something's gonna happen with, and you're like, okay, it's because I didn't. So does this mean you have to go to the doctor clinic on a regular basis to refill
checkups?
Okay.
your
Here's what is happening. I'm sure like it differs with people, because
Person to
also like
person,
they check like in terms of like viral load. Like if you have like good viral load, I don't think that you need much of doctor's attention. Meaning then you'll just go maybe after 3 months or so. But then if you still not taking them really good, of which I've been to that path, you're going to go to the doctor each and every month. And you're going to you're going to like go to the doctor each and every single month, so that they can just observe almost everything. And then now if you are taking them right, like now I don't think I go to the clinic, I think once a year. Because right now like I'm having like my refill or like my treatment, I take it and it clicks. Like they actually send it to clicks because I am undetected. So like I don't need attention. I don't need attention into like having to have someone monitor how I'm doing and all stuff.
So which means if you get tested now for HIV, it will come out negative because it's undetected.
It's undetected.
Yes, but it doesn't mean you don't have the virus. It just simply means that your
viral load is
your
good.
It's
viral load,
very like it's
load
very
is low.
Yeah, because like right now like whatever, like now I am the one who is scared to be infected or be reinfected with HIV.
Oh,
That's why I when it comes to like relationship wise, like my information is out there that I'm HIV like I have HIV. However, if right now like you'll be like, hey, look, in as much as you're beautiful and all stuff, like I'm this and I would like you to be my girlfriend. However, I'm HIV positive. Because like right now I understand my worth.
Yeah.
As in I understand that I have to tell everyone. And then right now I understand that like no one would come to, at me and be like, damn, you're HIV positive. I'll be like, it's more like you're passing and you didn't talk to me. I don't feel anything.
Can't be an attack. Like you can't attack you.
No, you cannot attack me at all.
Not with that.
not-
like you have done that. You are done with that.
Not like I'm done with that. So like right now, like we're still talking when I'm at Lesotho, right? In Lesotho. Then I was transferred to like this, should I say promotion kind of thing? Or when you grow up, like there is wise youth, like the whereby like older, kind of older
Okay.
from 16,
Okay.
I still remember.
Older.
Yeah. They go like there. So right now, I started dating, started seeing, okay, then you understand some are going to accept you. Then you taste what love is. Then right now you want to exploit outside, because love or heart doesn't say, you know what, I'm just going to focus to HIV living people only. If I see someone that I like, it doesn't matter whether negative or positive. Now I'm starting again from the scratch, because right now it's more like I'm just going to fall out of the plane because I have to disclose. I have to disclose, and then also I have like fear
of disclosing.
of disclosing, because
you
like
don't know
now,
how you're going to be received.
because how am I going to be accepted? Will they accept me? Or
And
they don't want
disclosing
to?
is very important
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Because if you don't disclose, it's also going to be as
And I
bad.
think that's what I wanted to ask you, right? Being a young man, there's dating, there's relationships, from the time, I guess, that you started having a girlfriend, I almost said girlfriends, but I mean, how was that the first time disclosing? How do people receive it? And at what point do you need to be transparent? At what point do you need to say to someone, look, I'm living with HIV, So do you educate them? Do you tell them what that actually will mean in the relationship?
Okay. Whatever I'm going to say, I'm going in fact, let me just say it. This is having to live with HIV is not a movie. What I mean by that is that when you go to someone, you won't be like, hey, and follow a script that, hey, look, I'm HIV positive and all stuff. One, you have feelings as a person. You have questions, and then you have like approval and disapproval from your own self without having to go to someone. And then now, there are things that weigh you down. And then now, it's more like, imagine the first time having to go, be like, okay, fine, hey, look, I'm this and that. Sometimes you don't even disclose. I fought myself that I won't lie and be like, okay, I've always disclosed and been like super transparent. I haven't. Understand? I haven't. I learned to disclose.
Okay.
Not the first person that I was involved with, I disclosed. But then the next part is that they knew. Somehow I know they knew.
Okay.
Because like we're in a relationship. So
What is the response usually?
the response, like mostly, they have questions and then they're still scared because like it's normal. It's normal because like remember this person will die tomorrow maybe or whatever, you know.
Or in terms of lifespan, they're looking at you like,
Yeah, like you know. So
is
like
this gonna last? Is this person gonna
going to,
live
like,
long?
yeah.
Ish.
Then like they have questions. You answer them. By that time, I'm not yet undetected that time. So meaning if I can sleep with you right now, I'm just going to, you know, infect you.
Let's talk about that. So when you are undetected, you cannot transfer the virus to somebody else.
Okay, I'm not quite sure if like this is explicit. I can have unprotected sex, and it's cool. And you are not at risk. It's not a disclaimer. It's a non-fact. It's science.
So you cannot transmit this disease when you are undetected.
Yeah, right now I cannot.
Absolutely not.
Not. That's why I now
Because your viral load is that low.
Uh-huh.
That
So
there is no way you can transmit the disease. In
Not-
fact, somebody because we don't want
Whose
to.
viral load is
no,
higher.
say like
Yeah, we don't want to say somebody else who has HIV because you do, but it's so low that it's undetected. So you can even get infected.
yeah, like and then
with
it's
HIV.
It's called a reinfection.
Reinfection.
Yeah, and
Because you are
you had it or you have it. But
yeah,
then
but
now
you it's
took,
almost zero.
Yeah, it's almost zero. And then now, if right now you get reinfected, so meaning, let's say like right now you're used to, let's say, seeing you're on Skim Sam, right? Now you go to whatever other soapy. Having to adapt to that is going to be difficult or it's going to take time. What I'm trying to say is, right now I had like a certain virus. And then now someone's going to give me with their own virus, which my body's not used to. More like now, there are people that, like, as HIV living people, we drink different medicine. Like sometimes I find that someone is drinking certain thing, like mixture of lamivudine, disdovudine, nevirapine, like, you know, and then like, so like they differ. Sometimes you can take your medication really well each and every single day, but then it cannot, like sometimes it doesn't work because of certain blood or like you have like
blood
you know,
types. People are different. Yeah.
so it doesn't work. So they have to like shift you to another type of medicine, like under ARVs.
Okay, so ARVs on its own are different.
ARVs is like
not
the
just
umbrella.
like one
it's like,
pill
Yeah, it's
of
like the
forever.
umbrella. ARVs is like the umbrella of medication or pills
Okay.
that are given to HIV people. So like they have roots, like they have branches.
All right. So I want us to get into the difference between HIV
And
AIDS.
Okay.
Right? And the stigma of people identifying HIV as AIDS, because that's something that you've experienced, like you mentioned, especially in Lesotho, where people would just say, you've got AIDS. Stay away from this person, but you've never had AIDS.
All right. So, okay, and also like point of correction, I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's not like, I wouldn't say like specifically in Lesotho. I'll say people. I don't like to be inclusive. Understand? So
You don't want to generalize.
I don't.
That's good. Okay.
So HIV, like there's a huge, huge difference between HIV and there's like AIDS. That's why like you'll never find like it be written like HIV and it is always written HIV/AIDS.
Yeah.
So the difference is HIV, it is when the body is still able to fight the virus. And AIDS, it's when the body cannot fight the virus, which is guaranteed, which is highly possible that you're going to die. Understand?
Yeah.
So like that's the difference. And then
you
now,
can't- so can you have AIDS and then you reverse the AIDS and be HIV?
that's should I say like the chances, yeah,
Are very slim.
very.
So once you have AIDS, it's almost like a danger zone. Like I feel like you're saying this is the same thing, but it's got levels and dimensions. AIDS being the lowest in terms of your health. You are at your weakest because the body can't fight
fight
the
or can't
virus.
save itself.
So okay, so HIV is like when you have a jar and then can still pour water. But then AIDS, it's when the jar breaks. Right now, it cannot hold water. That's why when you ask me if there is any reversal for that, and then on this one, disclaimer: I'm not a nurse. I'm not qualified.
Professional.
Like you know,
Yeah.
I know this through education that I've received.
Okay.
I know like this through the research. Understand? So right now, if I were like you reverse that, take this, trying to patch the jar with sellotape. Understand? So like it's impossible for it to go back to its original place.
Okay.
So that's why people call you AIDS, because people always love to exaggerate things, and then it feels good. Like there are people that things feel good if they actually maybe like gossip about you. Like it is more like they find within themselves that now they're backlashing someone. Not be like, I personally can do this, I personally can do that and that and that. So yeah, that's the difference.
So how did you feel when people were mocking you, gossiping about you, saying you've got AIDS?
Really, really, really bad. Because now it brings like memories. It brings, it actually destroys the whole foundation of confidence that you built for years. And then now, whatever doubts that you had grows again. You know? So it brings you to the point whereby you are going to have that inner voice that believes them, in as much as you have accepted yourself. Because the voice itself, it's so loud.
Yes.
And now you are growing up, you want to involve in girlfriends, you want to go to school, maybe high school or university or wherever. You want to go and be on your own. But then now, whatever the level of not being self-confident that you had when you were young, it comes up. Even a mere person make a joke about certain thing, about
Yes,
HIV.
it's
It's
a
more like
trigger.
now someone told them maybe from the past. Then it was really challenging, and having HIV or living with HIV is not easy. You can accept yourself right now. But then there are times whereby like you have confidence that you're taking a medication. And then there are times where you get tired of taking your medication.
And you
But-
stop.
No, like
for like a short
there
time.
are people that stop, but then you have to remember, if I stop right now, because like if you can skip a medication today,
Yeah.
once, it's not just once, and then having to recover the damage that you made for skipping medication once, it is going to take you maybe like a month to recover that.
For one day.
So like, it's
So
a damage.
the effect of missing one day can set you back a lot.
You see, so like the same thing as right now when you bring in this furniture, you bring it and put it here.
Yeah.
You spend, let's say, 1,000 rand. But then now fire comes, burns this. Right now, you have to like make sure that you work, try to put 100 rand, 100 rand to make that 1,000 rand and bring back the sofas, or maybe it already damages the walls and also the fire. So people sometimes they just say, okay, fine, it's just one day. So like today I made a video that people actually, they just say it's freedom, they want to be free. They want to not have this reminder of that they have the virus. And it doesn't take, like, the problem is it doesn't take you like even 5 seconds to take your medication. And then
It's quick.
it's quick.
And then no shame, you also do videos on TikTok, literally taking
Yeah.
your medication on camera to just, I guess, one, deal with the stigma, secondly, to normalize, taking your treatment and really just to help someone, who struggle. And I think it takes a lot. Oof.
Yeah.
Imagine just
Yeah.
doing that routine
Like you said,
where
it's not
everybody
always
can
easy.
see you.
You're taking it every day, but
Yeah.
there's some days where you just get tired.
Yeah, you just get tired. But then you remember that if I stop today, whatever progress that I did, it is just going to go down the drain. Then I think I wasn't like the kind of person, like I'm so, should I say secretive or underground kind of thing. So I saw people dying each and every single day, dying because of HIV, and of which I saw that people shouldn't die because of this. So I made it a point that I'm going to help people that are undetected to stay undetected. People that are not undetected to be undetected. And then people that actually stop taking their medication to go back to treatment without shame. And then the bigger picture is to have like the generation free of HIV. Like that's my goal. And then I said, even if like I can just help one person, person to go back to their treatment, one person to not feel alone, one person to just, be able to actually, be like, okay, I can live too. Like, I'm not going to stop talking. Yeah, I may not be a motivational speaker and all stuff, but then one thing that I know is that if you are someone and then someone who's going through the very same journey that you went through, which is they are HIV positive. Yes, they didn't just being HIV positive and start being an activist.
Yeah.
They went through like having to cheat medication, having to skip medication, having to not being undetected, having to just, thought what would people say? Not understanding that at the end of the day, people are always going to talk.
Yeah.
And people, whether like you do good or bad, people are going to talk. So I was like, you know what? In as much as I want this account to be maybe like for my acting jobs or like whatever, I'm going to turn this into like a page whereby I want someone, when they feel alone, to just go back and then just watch it and be like, okay, this person is talking to me. That's why I don't want to be preachy. I don't want to be preachy because I have been in situations whereby the people that treat us in clinics or wherever, they are not the people that are HIV positive. Not that I'm saying like nurses and all stuff, they should all be like HIV positive. There are people that don't understand. There are people, even now, 100% sure, there are people that make you feel bad because like they'll be like, by chronic, by AIDS, understand? But then yet you are trusted by the community. or it's your profession. You made your you took an oath to just make sure that
Sure.
we help people. So I was like, I'm going to take this and then I'm going to make this a success. Yes, I'm the person who I don't have like things to do and all stuff, but I was like, I don't care about the things to do as long as the message then just go out there.
I hear you. You want people who can relate, people who know what you're talking about. Like some people can be professionals, they can be healthcare, but they don't understand what you're going through. So you are building a community where people can feel safe, can feel heard and understood. Well done for that.
Thank you so much.
And I wish you all the best with that. Now, lastly, I want you to talk to... You spoke about your mom, how much you love your mom, and how much people instigated that you blame your mother for the fact that you were born with HIV. You know, speak to that mom out there who is going through that, where they're only finding out that their children have HIV, how they need to deal with that, and speak to the child that was born with HIV. They had absolutely no... They know nothing else. They didn't choose, in your own words, they didn't choose to have HIV. And here they are, they're finding out that they are now living with HIV. What would you like to say to those people in closing?
Okay. Firstly, I'm going to try to talk to mothers. Mothers that maybe their kids were born with HIV. It wasn't, I'm sure that you guys, they love their their kids. No one can just wake up and be like, I want my kids to have HIV. And then also to the kids that have HIV, that feel like it wasn't my fault that to have this. Why God punished me? It's not a punishment. Sometimes it's not a punishment. Sometimes for you to move on, for you to accept yourself, you have to, for people also to love you, you have to love yourself, support yourself first, so that even if the support that you don't get outside, you already have it. So you don't seek for support that you don't support yourself. It starts with you. And then also to someone who just found out that you are HIV, you're not cursed. You are not dirty. You are worth it. You can still achieve your dreams. You can still be whatever that you want to be. You can still live the life that you want to be. All it takes is one pill at a time. And remember that HIV does not define you. It's just a part of you. And that's all it takes. And I've been to all the emotions, and I'm not saying it will be easy for you to disclose, but then it takes maybe one, you can just talk to yourself and then disclose to yourself, looking yourself in the mirror. Tomorrow you're going to disclose to a stranger, and then the following day to a friend. And then by so doing, you lift the weight off your shoulder bit by bit. That's when you're going to find the motivation of taking your medication, seeing that you have trims, and your only trims can be stopped by you stopping to take the medication. The treatment is not prison. It's just a way of giving you a second chance. There are a lot of things. And then it's 2026.
Come on.
Now. So now it is manageable. Everything that you want. We have cancer, man. We have cancer. We have sugar diabetes. We have stroke. That people should monitor themselves. But then even if ugata jive, nah man, ugata and talk more back. I get 6 or whatever time that you're taking medication, you go to the bathroom, take what's all up below.
And information is out there. I think that's very key.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe that. I'm sure there's some areas where there's lack of knowledge, but I feel like the information is out there. But that doesn't mean we need to stop giving information. The same way we still had questions today, there's still certain things we don't know. And I'm glad that we had this episode so that people can be informed and can really know. And we can just get rid of the stigma and show people more kindness, more love, more acceptance in the community. And I think that is very important.
Very, very,
Well done,
very,
Will.
very.
Thank you so much for sharing
very.
your story and for disclosing your story. I believe that there are so many other people who are in your footsteps, that in your shoes, that are
Yeah,
learning
yeah.
to live with this and are learning to have the confidence that you have, the courage that you have, the willpower that you have, no pun intended, Will. But we hope that this episode was informative. We hope that you enjoyed it. We look forward to your questions down below. Do not watch an episode without dropping a comment. We want to read. We want to hear what you have to say. Your feedback is very, very important to us.
Yeah, and like people also, they should understand that we have platforms like this that we see different people talking about the status. And then I personally have like anonymous number. I don't care who you are. I want you to feel free.
Okay.
So, and then I also have like the platform, which is like on TikTok that I post
Yeah.
about the whole thing.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Just so no one can feel alone. Because like we always need someone to talk to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I am Will Mukobo and I'm HIV positive, proudly so. And then HIV will never kill me. That's one thing. That's why I wouldn't want to see anyone dying because of HIV.
Wow.
Beautiful.
God bless you for that.
Well said. Can I ask you a controversial question?
No problem.
Because you said you go to church, right?
Uh-huh.
Has anyone tried to pray for you
Oh, yeah.
for the disease to go away?
Yeah.
Tell us about that, because I know it's more common than we think. They will know.
All right. Okay. I think let me just sit really good.
Ish, yeah.
All right. I think, like, I don't want to say people are misusing the power of the Lord or God. You know? But then there are people who want to have control over everything, not understanding that whether you are a Christian or not, believing in something, because we all believe in something. This is science. It's not about uptagat. You cannot be bewitched to have.
It's a sickness.
It's a sickness.
It's a disease
so like,
that's there.
let's differentiate the two. Because like there are people that think, no, it's because they hate me. That's why I have HIV.
So they think it's some
curse.
sort of a curse.
Yeah, it's a curse.
Something demonic that they
And
can
then-
cast out
and
of
then
you.
yeah, and then also some pastors, they mean good. That maybe it's a like to their perspective, because I don't want to say they know, they just have the perspective, okay, fine, everything, God solves everything, you know what, all the sickness, whatever, you
Which
know.
God can heal.
Yeah,
That's
God
not
can
an
heal.
argument. It's
And
not
then
yes.
God, like God can heal, and then everything happens for a reason. And then there are things that even faith doesn't remove. And then just because the faith cannot remove a certain thing doesn't mean that God is not there. God is there and then gave you that for purpose. Who knows that maybe more people were going to hear or be helped through your voice, right? So, like, yes, pastors, they can pray. They have prayed for me. I understand.
And you believed at that moment that you're healed?
No.
You never believed it?
No. Like I know.
Maybe
like,
that's why I didn't get healed.
No. It's because like I'm open-minded. I know like this. I know like when, right now I cannot just pray God to that the train doesn't hit you, but then when most people are training, we can't it. Skale kamudimo. Understand? So yes, they prayed for me, and then you just know, be like, okay, let me just be
Positive.
like let me just not be rude. Let me just be okay, but then you know that it's not going to, because you cannot have an argument with the pastor in front of the congregation. It's more like you're disrespecting, because yes, they're going to see you as disrespecting. When you say, okay, fine, in as much as you want to pray for me, this is over your power, because like pastors respected,
Hence, I'm saying it's controversial because it's like you're saying everybody that's sick needs to be prayed for to be sick. Everyone that's on a wheelchair must be prayed for to get up. Everyone, sometimes it's not part of the will.
Of God, yeah, and
It's not part of the will
Yeah.
for you to
get
be
up.
healed in that way. Or do you get what I'm saying?
I believe it's divine. You know, if
Absolutely.
God wants you to be delivered from that, you'll be delivered from it. When it's time for
When
that,
it's time.
Yeah.
I love when you
God
say when it's
wants-
time.
Yeah, when it's time for that, He'll make it happen. There's nothing too difficult for God. Not even HIV, not any
Yeah.
disease,
Not
right?
any disease,
Not
yeah.
any disease. But sometimes
But then-
God permits us to go through
To do
certain things.
and then
yes.
also like maybe you try to maybe you think that you as a man of God, you think that maybe God sent me to do that, not knowing that now you are taking a message that is not yours. You are not the right person for that message. Maybe like there's a certain person out there or like certain pastor
Yes.
that is for that. So like
Yes.
sometimes we think some of their duties we are the ones to solve them, but then it is not our own duties or our own battles. In as much as I'm a soldier, I cannot go to any war, and I'm not qualified for any war.
Come on, preach now. You preaching in our
so,
will.
yeah. So yeah. So
That's it. And we truly are called for different things as we close because we've run out of time.
Yeah.
You know, even the Bible clearly says that some are called to be apostles, some teachers, some evangelists, some pastors. You know, there's a fivefold ministry. We truly are all soldiers, but it's not every battle that we have been called for.
It's
What
a
a
semono.
beautiful
Yeah.
closing.
It's a semono.
Thank you.
Like Innocent drops mic. We have to go right now. For myself, Innocent.
And myself, Millicent, and of course, our guest, Will.
Will
Thank you for
Mokobo.
joining
Thank you
us.
so
It
much.
is bye for
Bye.
now.
Yeah.